A very good day to all of you out there. This is Admav here with another episode of Admav's Corner. As always, you're all very welcome here. This is a safe space for everyone to discuss anything and everything that's going through their minds. That's going through my mind. It is a rainy November 11th, 2022, which is a big contrast to last week, where it was very sunny. And, there's still some similarities. It's not that cold. That's like the only good thing going for this weekend. It's not that cold still. And then to have weather like this is both kind of nice, but a little alarming because we've had so many winters like this in the past few years. And we all know it's a result of like rising CO2 emissions and global warming and all that. So harsh winters are somewhat of a rarity nowadays here in southern Ontario. Although last year the winter was hit us pretty hard, but still it wasn't that bad. But this year I don't know. Well, we've yet to see what the winter's like this year. It could still get a lot crazier. Snow hasn't fallen yet, so. But anyways, I hope you're all doing well, as usual, and if you're not, hang in there. I know that sometimes it's really hard to get through even just one day, so take it step by step, minute by minute, and by the end of that, you won't even realize you've accumulated an hour, and then that hour accumulates to several hours, and eventually into day, and then you'd have made the day. You'd have made it through the day, and really I know it's not the most, celebratory thing, but getting through a day and still being there somewhat intact is something to be grateful for, even though it doesn't feel extraordinary, even though it doesn't feel special. Getting through a day is important. You shouldn't take that for granted, being able to get through a day. Some people have a really hard time getting through a day. And a day for some is almost like an eternity, depending on the situation that they're in and the experiences that they're currently going through. So if you're able to make it through a day, good on you. But yeah, it's been good. Things have been good with me. I hope that things have been great with y'all. As I've said previously already. I've been thinking about your ability to sort of sense people out, your inherent ability to do so. I don't know if ESP is real, if psychics are real. Anything that they've investigated so far has proven otherwise. And within our reality, I'm not sure if that's even possible. Maybe not right now. Maybe technology will make it possible to be able to read each other's thoughts, or at least our intents. But as far as natural ability, I really, really doubt that. But there is still a certain sense you can get from people just through their behavior, the way you interact, the way they behave, and how you perceive their behavior. But it's not a science. You can't base, you obviously cannot judge somebody based on, at least solely on your gut feeling and your ability to send someone out. Like, for myself, and I'm sure some of you will be able to relate to this, I feel like I have a pretty good sense of people whenever I'm able to have time to spend with them, especially one-on-one time and one-on-one conversations. But I've been wrong. Though I'm still confident in my ability to sense people, I've been wrong. That's what I'm saying. It's not a science. There's no. It's all approximations. It's all approximations. It's not based on hard calculations or measurements. And I'm not sure if you really can. Maybe there is some way, some metaphysical way. I'm not sure. But it's usually just a feeling that I get. But sometimes I'm wrong. And that's what I'm here to talk about, because some people really trust their gut when it comes to certain people. And you should, as you should. I'm not here to say that you shouldn't trust that. All I actually preach recently is to trust your gut and to trust in yourself. So if you're feeling if you're feeling something about somebody, like you're sensing something and you're like, I don't know if I want to spend time with this person, or I don't know if I should let my guard down with this person, by all means stick with that. But what I was going to say is, sometimes people need a closer look. You might need to give it some more time. You might need to, because sometimes you meet a person and you're like, oh, this person's pretty cool, but then you have interactions where you're like, yo, what's the deal with this person? Why is this person behaving this way? Or there's a detestable quality to them that you're not a big fan of. Like they start talking shit about somebody that you like, that you both know, or that you're acquaintances with, or have a positive relationship with, and they talk poorly of them, and you're like, oh, okay, so this person talks behind people's backs and stuff like that. So likely they might be talking about me behind my back without me knowing. But some people are just talk, and again, trust your instincts, right? For some people, they trust it so much that they don't care to find out more about a person. And that's all fine and good. That's fine. That's great. Do that. Stick with that. But for me, in some cases, I feel like there are people worth giving a second look, just to observe and try to get to know them a little bit more before really, setting how you feel about them. Yeah, before really sitting on that. Because you never know. You don't know what they're going through, how they've experienced life, and the sort of things they grew up around. Sometimes it's not worth the effort. I know, I understand that. Not everyone deserves that effort from you. But that's kind of the point, right? It's like it's all on you. The choice is on you. You get to make that decision. You get to decide, oh, I want to talk to this person, or it's okay, I don't need to be friends with this person. I can be cordial, I can be respectful, but I don't need to be friends with this person. And there are people definitely that fall within that. But that's really all I'm trying to say here, is to consider things and maybe give somebody a chance. And don't be too quick to judge, because you will have your own biases as well. I'm just saying this because you might be missing out on like a good friendship or a good relationship with somebody. I think about my own group of friends that I have disagreements with. I think about the things that we don't see eye to eye on certain beliefs, even on the political side. So, and I know for some people that's a deal breaker for some, honestly. And I don't blame people for doing that and having no tolerance for that. I'm not here to advocate for one or the other. I'm just saying that this is an option. You can spend more time with a person and reassess how they are. I'm not saying to if someone is clearly being an asshole. And I know that's also subjective, and that depends on how a person views another. Like, one person can be an asshole to one and not to another. So I realize the thing I'm saying is a little nebulous, but I've been thinking about it, and I think I'm talking more so as it applies to me, and it's not like a general thing that applies to everybody. But I think having that ability is a good thing, because I think it will better your ability to really, circle someone out of your social periphery. Like, you don't want them there. And you'll be able to determine that better, I think, if you have the skill to be able to give someone a second look. Then you can know for sure whether it's someone you want to be associated with, or someone you want to keep it like distance from. So yeah, give people a chance. And if you really feel like they don't, then don't. I'm just here talking. I'm just here talking about how I think and how I've been feeling lately and the sort of things that have been going through my head. And so, but yeah, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Stay safe. And as always, hang in there. It's not easy sometimes, or as the weather shifts from summer to fall and then fall to winter, and especially the holiday season. For some it's a very, very difficult time. It's a very depressing time. So hang in there. Know that you're loved, and know that I care. And I'll see you all out there. Take care, everyone.